to my channel. So I have a question. Have you ever read a book that made you want to live in that world? Actually jump into the book and become a part of the world that the author has created? Part of that world. I have totally read my fair share of books that made me go, why can't this be real life? Why can't this be the world I live in? Why? However, there is a dark side to books sometimes, where we read them and the worlds that have been created for our imaginations are horrible. And I don't mean like they're bad, I mean like I would not want to live there if you paid me. Today I'm going to talk about 5 book worlds that I don't want to live in. Not at all. No. The first book on my list is Nerve by Janine Ryan. Now in this book you follow a girl named V, and V usually takes the back seat to her overly exertive, overly expressive, and very, very, very outgoing friend Sydney. One day, she decides to sign up for this game called Nerve. Nerve is an online game where people are dared to do things and paid for completing the dares. Sydney already has a channel and several watchers, or people who follow her, who watch her every move and like the fact that she does certain dares. Finally, V decides to join the game, and things start out pretty tame. But soon the dares become more complex, more difficult, and very, very dangerous. And it seems like V has no way out but to keep doing the dares, even if it costs her her life. No. Just no. This book hit way too close to home. This feels like right now. There are so many different platforms that people are on where people watch them, just like YouTube, and they like and dislike things and they comment on things, and people are doing more daring things for more views. I feel like someone could actually create this. I mean, we have challenges on YouTube that are dangerous, like people who are actually doing the Tide Pod challenge. Stop that, you're eating poison. Knock it off. But that, right there, people know it's dangerous and they're doing it. People know it's dangerous and they're doing it. And not only that, but people are watching. No thank you. I basically live in this world already. I'm good. I don't want any part of this world. The second book on my list is a series. And even still, I don't want it. And that is Maze Runner by James Dasher. Now the Maze Runner series is amazing, and if you haven't read these books yet, you should totally do it. My book is a special edition, that's why it looks different than probably the other editions you've seen. It's a collector's edition, and it has the Maze Runner and the Scorch Trials in one book. Now I love this book, I love the movies, I absolutely love the characters. In this book you follow Thomas, and Thomas wakes up in a maze. He doesn't remember anything about before he got there. All he knows is that he wants to get out. And the book takes off from there. There are monsters, there's a creepy maze, and there's a disease apparently that everybody has. First of all, I know it's supposed to happen in the distant future, but no! I want nothing to do with this. I don't want to deal with grievers. I don't want to deal with evil mazes and corporations. I don't want the scorch, which is the disease that you can get in this thing that just turns you into an insane person. I'm okay living in the now. I'm not fighting for my life every 5 seconds. Like the zombie apocalypse sounded better than this because you know what to expect. In this book, I didn't know who to trust, I didn't know what to expect, and I definitely didn't like the fact that nobody is immune and that everybody's gonna get it. I don't like it. Love the book. Heck no. Don't want anything to do with that world. I'm okay. No thank you. The third book on my list is a book I really like, but I would hate to be a part of because I would probably not survive. And that is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I love this book. I did a whole Let's Talk About Books episode on this book. However, the world that our lovely mayor lives in is awful. Mayor Barrow lives in this world where it is split into two factions. You have the Silvers and the Reds. The Reds are like you and I, normal, everyday people. But they are ruled and mistreated by the Silvers, a group of people who have unnatural powers and silver blood. So, things aren't that great between the Reds and the Silvers. In fact, the Reds resent the Silvers. And our wonderful, lovely mayor here finds out that she is more like the Silvers than she ever wanted to be, because she herself has powers. The Silver King and Queen of the kingdom that she lives in want to keep Mayor's little secret just that, a secret. Not just from the Reds, but also from other Silvers. The way that the Silvers treat the Reds in this book is appalling, and frankly, I would hate to be a part of this world because I would probably be a Red. I don't want to live in this book at all. I love it. It's an amazing story that I will keep reading because I've only read the first book so far, but I don't want to live in this world. It'd be cool to have powers, but knowing my luck, I'd be born Red and not Silver. So I'd have to deal with the fact that I'm just a normal person and there's other people around me who can do cool things and don't care about me at all, and if I ever said anything or did anything they didn't like, they'd kill me in a heartbeat. I'm good. I'd rather live in a world where everyone has the opportunity to rise and fall in the same ways. Not this. The fourth book on my list, I've talked about it great lengths. I've done a book talk about it. It's a really good book, but it's a definite no, I don't want to live there ever. And that is The Illuminate Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. No, thank you. This series takes place in space and on spaceships. No. First of all, the vastness of space already freaks me out. Secondly, I don't want to deal with AIs and viruses and the possibility of blowing up and being sucked into the vacuum of space. No. And don't even get me started about the second book in the series, because then you have to deal with these nasty parasites. Look, I'm good, okay? I like living on Earth, feet on ground. I do not, repeat, do not want to go into space and deal with evil AIs. I love this book, but I don't want this to be reality. Space, bad people, drones, parasites, evil viruses, an AI system that makes HAL 9000 look like a puppy. I'd rather keep my feet on the ground, thank you very much. The last book on my list I finished a couple months ago, and it is the biggest book I have ever read. The Call by Peter O'Gillen. Just no, okay? So in this book you follow a girl named Nessa, and in Nessa's world, young adolescents disappear for 3 minutes at a time and come back after that 3 minutes either alive and mentally and physically scarred, or dead and horribly mutated. Why, do you ask? Oh, that's because they're being called, hence the name of the book, by the Sheila. And the Sheila are fairies, or the fairy folk, who are pissed off at the ancestors of the Irish people for banishing them to the Grey Lands, a horrible, horrible world where things just suck. So, they've decided to get their revenge by taking kids between the ages of 10 to 20 and throwing them in the Grey Lands, torturing them, killing them, having their way with them, unless that person can survive and evade capture. Ness goes to a school where they teach them how to run, keep up their endurance, and fight back. Because when you are called with nothing but your birthday suit. Nothing you have on goes with you, and no weapons or anything you are carrying goes with you. Just you and the body you were born in. That's it. This book is terrifying. Terrifying. What do you mean that at any moment between the ages of 10 to 20, I could be popped into a world where these evil, magical creatures are chasing me down and they can hurt me just by touching me? No, I'm good. Like, the fact that this was someone's imagination kind of creeps me out. Like, I thought Stephen King was sick. I'm not saying that this book is worse than Stephen King. I'm just saying it's creepy. I don't want to deal with creepy people that don't like me just because I'm human and they're not. I don't want to deal with the fact that I only have 3 minutes to live. And by the way, it's 3 minutes to us, but like an entire day in the Grey Lands? No. Just no. Just no. I'm good. You're good. I don't ever want to live in this book ever. And apparently there's a sequel. So now I have to find out what happens next. I read this book so fast because it freaked me out and I wanted to know what happened next, and I kind of wanted to know who was going to get called next, and I kind of wanted to know if Ness survived. And I'm not an adolescent anymore, so it technically could never happen to me, but still the concept is scary. And frankly, you don't have to be an adolescent. You find that out in the book. So again, creepy. I'm okay where I'm at. I don't want to live in that world. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 books of worlds that I do not want to live in under any circumstances. If you have a book or books that you would never want to live in the world that the author has created, please let me know down in the comments below. But as always, guys, if you liked what I do here and want to see more, give me a big thumbs up on my video, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time with my next video. Until then, guys, bye!